Hello, hello. Welcome to this Tuesday tune-up. Take a moment to just soften your jaw. Let your tongue just soften in your mouth. Relax your belly. It's okay. You are safe. Today, I'm going to share with you what energy we're sitting in. I'm going to normalize some experiences that you have been going through, maybe will continue to. And we're going to talk a lot about change. Feels like that's the big energy that we're sitting in within this month. September well, is designed to be one of the biggest months that we have maybe ever experienced in history. There's all kinds of astrology speaking to this. And so change. We are going through a month, a big month of change. So let me just give you some healing, some guidance, some reassurance that everything is going to be okay, because everything is going to be okay. We are going through an upheaval, again, a change, an internal change, so much internal change, and an external change as well. And so just sit back, relax, and just receive. Say hi if you're tuning in. I'm so grateful to be in this space with all of you. Just soften. The guidance I get for you first is just soften. Soften your eyes, soften your head, just relax a little bit. I feel like your head has maybe been itchy lately. This is a lot of crown energy. This is spiritual guidance coming into you. I can feel it even in the back of my head. Um, don't discredit any symptoms that you're having because they're happening to you for a reason. Spirit is nudging you, tapping you. They're saying pressuring you in. So honor what is coming through because it is meant to be noticed. That's the guidance. Some symptoms that you might be experiencing, they're showing me, is emotional, incredibly emotional. Waves of sadness, unexpected anger, grief, crying easily. This is okay. Your team is actually saying that you might be crying for somebody else who is unable to cry. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that so beautiful that not everything you're feeling right now is yours, but you have the ability to feel. Whereas so many people in this world are numbing themselves out and they don't have the ability to feel. And so that is how your purpose is being used in this time, is feeling the feels to help process it for others. Would you want to say yes to this? Probably not. But that is actually a soul experience that you're having right now, they're saying. And that's going to come with increased tiredness or fatigue. Even that uplevel flu, where it feels like you have flu symptoms, but it's not. It's your vibration changing, it's your frequency adapting to something else. I also just feel this spinniness, this unstableness, this like almost like itchiness, it feels like, of this heightened sensitivity that you're going to with people, places, even food. I see this just, it almost feels like the world is prickly on you, is how they're showing it for me of, yeah, maybe it's just giving yourself a hug. Maybe it's just holding yourself in a way that you never have held yourself before. Jumping into soft sheets, they're showing me even. Just do something for your sensational body. I'm also seeing strange sleep patterns. That's part of the experience we're going through. Withdrawal or a desire to want to hermit or not be in social settings. And I'm just seeing this restlessness, this impatientness. But what you're being asked to do is overcome those physical sensations with new routines. Maybe that's eating differently. I've spoken to a lot of people lately, and they find that fasting is helpful. For other people, fasting isn't helpful. So, just one example of a routine. For me, I'm trying to get back onto my fitness train of just sometimes I live so much in my mind and channeling and helping and sitting so much. I want to move. I want to get out of my head and into my body more, into nature more. So that's something I'm being diligent of. Just some examples for you guys. There's just this word routine that Spirit's bringing forward. Change up your routine so you start to feel better. That looks like even this is beautiful. Allowing yourself to be patient when answering a text message. Instead of a text happening and you feel like you instantly have to respond to it, pause. Wait 2 hours, 3 hours, the next day, when it feels in alignment for you, instead of doing everything for other people. That's just one way to change that habit of people pleasing. So these are not signs that you're broken by any means. There's nothing wrong with you. You're getting lots of intuitive hits, lots of guidance, lots of experiences, maybe deja vu's coming in. This is all good stuff. I had a friend reach out to me thanking me for boundaries. When I teach people about opening up their channel, what Spirit loves is they were like, woohoo, you opened up your channel. And they all start pouring in all the time. And they're like, tell this person that thing and tell this person that thing. And hey, here's this loved one and here's this idea and that idea. And sometimes we can get so overwhelmed with all this guidance. So I teach so much about boundaries, even with the spiritual world, not just with humans, but with the spiritual world of just closing the door at nighttime and saying, I don't want any more experiences until I'm awake drinking my coffee, or whatever that boundary might be. This is another way to not see spirits at night. A lot of people open their channel and then all of a sudden spirits are coming to them all the time. Trust me, please set boundaries with the spiritual world. They're hearing everything that you're saying. They want to come to you, but you also have authority over your own channel, over your own being, over your own life. So say when it's okay and when it's not okay. Maybe it's nice when I'm meditating and in a journaling in the bath, and it's not okay when I'm interacting and driving and blah, 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 blah. So just play with that a little bit of all these intuitive downloads that you're getting, and please set boundaries. They're really stressing that. But these are all good signs that you're upgrading. That's all that's coming through is that you're upgrading. I'm also seeing this big piece of feeling misunderstood, like you're craving some deeper, authentic connections. That's okay. That's beautiful. That's exactly where we're supposed to be. Pray for that. Call it in. Just simply when you're walking down the street or driving in your car, just say, bring me my tribe. Bring the people that are aligned with me. I wonder, have you asked for that lately? Have you asked for what you needed, or have you been speaking so much about what you don't like? This is a big thing coming through. If you're feeling misunderstood, ask for how or what way you need to be understood instead of feeling misunderstood. So your mind, body, and soul, it's all shifting into these higher frequencies. Although it looks like a lot of darkness is happening, there is polarization in everything. So with all this darkness, all of us light workers are being called to be more of light. We are being called not only to be our ego, Spirit saying, but who is your higher self? Who is that person that chose to be within this lifetime, in this experience? What can you release that's no longer serving you? What is your little ego, that wounded version of you, that little person saying? And what is that higher self of yours whispering? They're preparing you for a new season ahead. That's really, really exciting. So I want you to ground into your higher self. It's a beautiful practice of just simply saying, I call in my higher self to come to me now. And when you do that, you might see eyes, you might feel a presence, you might see colors, you might get tingles, you might like see this energetic being in front of you. That's your higher self. Ask it to be integrated. There's a big, I don't want to say command, but there's a big ask of you to function from your higher self. And so I'm really glad that you're listening to this guidance right now. They are praising you for listening to this guidance of speak from your higher self, lead from your higher self, make decisions from your higher self. Because that's what's going to make the difference within this world, within your life, within the ripple effect that you've come here to be. And they're saying with that emotions might be getting brought up. I've heard a lot of people say, and this is very common, but it seems more intensified now with the emotions, but people telling me, I'm trying not to be mad. I'm really trying not to be sad. I'm trying to be positive. I love that intention. I think it's great. But trying not to feel your emotions doesn't make them go away. It buries them. It just buries them deeper. And you're telling yourself that you're having shame, that it's not okay to have these emotions. And that's not true. These emotions are just energy in motion. They just want to flow through you, indicating something. And like I said at the beginning, they might not even be yours. So just let it process. It can be your kids, it can be so many other people's. So please don't bury your emotions. Sadness shows you what you're valuing, what feels lost, where love is needed. That's all sadness is showing up about. Anger points to boundaries that you need to set. Anger points to injustice that you're feeling. Anger points to energy that's ready to move. These aren't a sign of weakness, they're just a signal for you. They're just a process to, please don't, they're just begging you in a sense. Don't resist your emotions because you're just building up walls inside of yourself. But when you meet yourself with that compassion and curiosity, they become pathways to more clarity, pathways to healing, pathways to empowerment. This is where the real growth is going to happen. It's how we learn how to hold our emotions in a way that just transforms them into wisdom. They're not bad. And I'm sensing more so that this is a childhood thing for you. You were put in your room or you went to your room when you cried, and there was a lot of shame around this. You're an adult now. You know that sadness is okay. Teach your kids that sadness is okay, that anger is okay. Tell them that mom's upset. This normalizes the experience so that they can come to you and be emotionally available. And Spirit is saying, emotionally intelligent. We want a world that is emotionally intelligent. Isn't that big? Wow. I just love when Spirit comes through. There's so many good things. So the guidance for you is to express your emotions. Be honest at supper time. How is everybody feeling? Just make it a normal conversation in your day to day about expressing yourself. As a counselor and as a child and youth counselor specifically for so long, no wonder kids never express their emotions because their parents never express their emotions, because their parents never express their emotions. And this is how we break the cycle. This is how we create healing. So I want to give you that permission. Check in with yourself so that you can check in with others. And so they know how to check in with their self too. That's huge. If that's all I said today, I feel like that is complete. I can just feel the love of that's what Spirit wants you to hear. I have so many parents come to me and like, I want my kid to express themselves. And I ask them, like, do you express yourself? Do they know what to do when they're angry? Do they know what to do when they're sad? Likely not, right? And this isn't saying anything is bad about it. This is just awareness of how can we do better? You know, we always hear this like, be the better person and one person can change the world. And I think a lot of people just brush that off. Those are the ways that we change the world by just teaching people around us how to be emotionally intelligent. Spirit is telling me the angels are like singing. Imagine a world where our bosses, our leaders, our management, our parents are emotionally intelligent, not projection, not resentment, not shadow work all the time. Acceptance. Wow. Wouldn't that change the world? I love that. That feels, I'm just going to sit in that for a minute. It feels like. And so, with all that being said, there's an additional piece Spirit wants to tell you is being a light worker. You are a light worker. You're going through so many changes. So, astrologically, we have two eclipses. So, hold on for another 2 weeks with this big change energy. We got so much Virgo energy going on. Pisces in this lunar clearing energy within the moon. We got Mercury going direct. Like, don't worry if you don't know what this means, but it's just validation and science of the inner shifts and the breakthroughs that we're going through, that everybody's going through. This is emotional release and clearing. This is new clarity and practical shifts that are going on. Some new beginnings is how it can show up. This time is also acceleration. It's going to push people into growth faster and quicker and question, who am I? Have you been thinking that? Who am I? That's what this energy is bringing it up. It's also going to bring up those guidance like we were talking about. Within a lot of change too, you must be feeling there's relationships coming up, some themes around relationships that they want you to clear up. Also, a big theme of self-trust, learning how to trust yourself in navigating the world, they're saying. So just to summarize that little piece, this month is about going through emotional release, upgrading your boundaries with other people too, and deeper self-trust. And within this, it's just going to clear everything and bring awareness to what's holding you back for the purpose, for your purpose, so you can embody more of your authentic life. So here's the final piece that Spirit wants to give you, is you are being called as a light worker. You can't not see it anymore. And that's my favorite thing in self-discovery is once I see something or a pattern in myself, I can't unsee it. And that's awareness. That's the light. That's growth. So a light worker, if you don't know, is somebody who is called in this lifetime to bring more light, to bring more healing, to bring more awareness into this world. There are more light workers entering and currently on this planet than ever before. That's a fact. These are the folks that we sense that we just have a purpose to help other people awaken and to address problems and to heal and to reconnect with love and truth. It's a stirring inside of us. Like we can't unsee it. This is what we feel like we're coming to do. And this can show up in it doesn't always have to be spiritual work. That's not what it's about. My favorite light workers, it's the everyday people, those clerks that just make you feel good. I have a store that I go to that the person is just a light beam that I just love going there and purchasing from them because they just make me feel good. It's just their energy. But light workers, they might be therapists, artists, parents, entrepreneurs, teachers, healers. They're threaded and planted in all parts of our planet and our world to help bring the light. They're not only in one corner in one area. They're not just your yoga teacher. They're the kindergarten teacher that tells your kid that they're safe, that they're okay, that they're going to grow, right? They're the entrepreneur that it makes such a great business that gives you a product that you didn't know you needed, that you love. They're the ones that create skincare that nourish our bodies in a different way, whatever it might be. There's so many ways to be a light worker is what I'm trying to say. It doesn't have to be a spiritual sense, but at the core of your purpose of being a light worker is this innate knowing that you're here to uplift the planet, that you're here to help people heal. And I can feel the confusion. You're like, I know how, when, what, like all the things, right? That's great. Ask the questions and you will get the answers. This is about guiding people to remember the essence, the deeper purpose in life, leading the way. You living simpler is going to help raise the vibration of the planet too, as a light worker. So I'm affirming to you, if you're listening to this, you are a light worker, and that's what this big change is bringing of you. You are meant to hold a higher vibrational light, to hold peace, to hold and raise the energy, even at Christmas time when everybody's doom and gloom. By just your presence, you help the world feel a little bit better. And light workers also are just innately in service to not only helping themselves, but in helping others and creating and teaching and simplifying things just in the everyday life. I'm sure you can think of some light workers in your life. Those might just be your friends. I have a beautiful friend that her purpose is to just be an amazing friend that is always reliable, always loyal, always supportive and healing and holding space. And she is that time and time and time again. She has always been that. So it shows up differently for everybody, but this is beautiful guidance for you of the light workers. That's why you feel so differently. That's why you crave purpose. That's why you or people are naturally drawn to you. You know how you're just that person that people come to you in the grocery store and just puke all their stuff all over you, or you have somebody telling their whole life story. You just stop and they're like, I'm not sure why I'm telling you this. I've never told anybody this before. That's you. You see the potential in other people that maybe they don't even see in themselves. So I just, big message that is coming through for you that if you're questioning what is going on for you, that's that stirringness that spirit wants to better you in that sense and bring it just to your awareness. Not that you didn't know, it's probably just remembering. So if this resonates with you, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, reach out to me. I have a specific offer on being the light worker, how to uncork your potential is what I call it. It's my one-on-one coaching where I help you uncover those unique gifts and to identify your life purpose when you're not sure where to go and how to go and what kind of parent to be and all the things. We release all those old conditionings, all that self-doubt of keeping yourself small. One of my favorite things that I do for people is they don't need permission anymore. They're not seeking outside of themselves to be themselves. And so this coaching program, it helps you to strengthen your intuition, to trust in your inner guidance, and ultimately create potential for your next steps in how to expand, how to heal, how to be that light worker, to not boggle it up anymore. If any of this resonates with you also, I have traditional counseling too that we weave in the spirituality being a part of life and how to be that light worker that you are too. So just message me, just say Uncork or counseling. I even have just a 15-minute free offer that we can just chit chat, see where you're at, and go from there of just wherever you're at. Everybody is in the same place, but they're showing me just the weave of life. We are just webbed together, and we have to find out what our purpose is within this lifetime, especially within this time, they're saying. So I'm just seeing you fly. You're going to fly, but it's most important for you to get out of your ego self, out of the conversations of the world, of what the world is telling you. And instead, friend, get back to what your heart is telling you. What is your guidance telling you? Listen to music. It's the easiest way to change your frequency when you're feeling low. Play it in the background on your computer or while you're driving or while you're doing dishes. Just play some hertz, play some peaceful music. I'm even seeing flutes is a beautiful frequency. And I also want to say, you are doing better than you think. You are stronger than you believe that you are. And so many people are looking at you, proud of you, inspired by you, touched by you, safe within your presence. And that is worth so much. If that is all you do in a day is help somebody feel seen, you had a great day. You made a difference in somebody else's life. And this is a ripple effect that we create within the world. So I just want to pray over you. All that being said, please reach out if you have any questions, comments. Let me know how this lands for you. This was a really big, beautiful message that I hope identified the things that were going on for you and that you were able to receive. So if you're looking if you want to learn how to work through your feelings and not be against them, and if you want to process any rage, sadness is coming up, I'm here for you. I have that space for you. I'm so excited for the change that we are creating, even in this little corner of the world. So just receive a little bit more. Oh, that's so great. Lorena, thank you for tuning in. Marlene, so great. I'm so grateful for you girls. You are the light workers. You're the light workers in my life too, day in and day out. So let me just read this to you. This is a card I pulled. It's called the Dark Angel. But remember, dark is not bad. It's polarizing. So I want to read to you the invocation. It says, I call upon the wisdom of unconditional love that I may be empowered and to see the true light within everything and everyone, including that which holds the outward appearance of darkness. Amen. Hey, exactly what we're going through. I want to read that again. I call upon the wisdom of unconditional love that I may be empowered to see the light within everything and everyone, including that which holds the outward appearance of darkness. I honor the truth that darkness serves a purpose, and I teach it always as an opportunity to strengthen the light. I call upon the light of the divine love to ignite the light of my own heart, to strengthen it in every day. Through divine grace, I am always held in the light. May divine grace shine through me and into the hearts and the minds of all beings upon this earth. So be it. Beautiful. Again, just validation to shed the light only to yourself and to others too. And by there, we will make such a difference. Thank you so much for tuning in, for receiving. I just see angels dancing, rejoicing. This is my purpose, is to be the channel to you guys in these intense times and in the non-intense times too. And I hope that you can feel confidence in what your purpose is too. So we will chat again. Bye for now.